Hi, I'm Scott Lukes from Echo Summit Property Management. Today we're going to be talking about pest control and the absolute necessity of this new disclosure called the Pest Control Addendum. This is very, very important because as of, well, a few years back when DDT was banned, the bed bugs came back and a whole new class of rodents came back that are incredibly hard to mitigate. And nowhere is this more evident than when you're managing many, many properties like we do, and you deal with every form of scenario of pest control that there is. So here's the deal. With bed bugs and with lots of other types of rodents and pests, it's not an easy job anymore to eradicate and to mitigate the or exterminate, I should say, the pest. It's not just us going in there and spraying. It's a two-way activity now between the landlord or the exterminator and the renter. They have to put their clothes in bags. They might have to move furniture. They might have to put bags over things. They might have to actually move out for a little while. You need to disclose this to the renter that they have responsibilities in the event there is a pest incident right up front, so that when they're signing their lease, they agree that not only does Echo Summit have policies and procedures regarding pest control, but that they agree to abide by them in case an outbreak happens, an event happens. So somebody calls, they have bed bugs, you go in, you set up an appointment, you say what they have to do, they are not ready, they have not put their clothes in bags, they have not done whatever has been asked of them, which you documented in an email, of course. This is not a 3-day notice to correct. If you're in a multifamily environment where this is a central unit and you've got bed bugs, you have days, not weeks, to mitigate this problem before you have a $10,000, $20,000 nightmare on your hands. And so when a tenant is not ready, based on what you've asked for, and they're of course agreeing in the pest control addendum to what they're responsible for, this is a 24-hour notice to correct. We will be back tomorrow, this same time. If you're not ready, then a couple things are going to happen. Number one is we are evicting you. And the second thing is we're going to have some guys and we will move the stuff and we will do it ourselves, and you will be billed for that. You have to be very, very strong and very, very strict when it comes to dealing with pest mitigation. Another area in pest control that we find property managers and landlords getting themselves into problems is dealing, first off, how do you deal when somebody calls in and says, I've got rats? So let's take a scenario. We move somebody in to a house. The house backs onto a canal. It's got a garage door in the back that opens to the backyard, which is kind of on the canal. The tenant moves in. Right after they move in, they send us back their inspection report saying, yep, everything's great, no problems here. 2 weeks later, we get a call from them saying, we've got rats. So we go out there and we look at the rats, or we look at the property, and indeed, there are rats. And what we see is kind of a rat trail and droppings, and we notice a couple of other things as well. Number one, there's a new pet door in between the garage and the backyard that was not there before. By the way, this is a no pet property. 3-day notice to correct on that one, right? Then the other thing we notice is that there's like a sledgehammer hole in the drywall in between the garage and the house, so there's a perfect traffic path for a rat to get inside. We look at the renter and say, did you do that? Yeah, I did that. Mad at my spouse and whatever, just wanted to kind of take it out on the wall. And did you put that pet door in there? Yeah, I put that pet door in there. And then you notice they are actually running a meat smoking operation out of the garage as well. And you're like, is this a meat smoking operation that you're operating out of the garage? And they say yes. I'm like, well, maybe this is what's causing the rats to exist in your house. And the renter says, yeah, that's probably right. That's probably why those rats exist. I agree. And so we, as the landlord, we're mad right now, right? We know the renter just admitted, yep, I caused those rats to occur. What do we do at this point? What is our obligation as a landlord? Do we say, you just admitted you were the cause of the rats, you deal with it? The answer is no. this also kind of falls under warranty of habitability, which will be another topic. When we're a professional landlord, the general stance is that we fix the problems first, especially when they deal with hazards and health and safety issues. And then where and how we charge, that comes secondary. If we have smoking gun proof that they were the procuring cause of those rats, then we'll deal with it in terms of sending them a bill or taking it out of security deposit disposition, but we fix the problems first, typically, before we charge. So I hope you found this topic useful. For more information on this topic as well as others, please visit us online at echo-summit.com/education. Thank you.